Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked in the mirror, not just glanced, but really looked, and felt like you were a mistake? Like somehow, everyone else got the blueprint for how to be enough, and you were left out? You're not alone. So many people wake up every morning and put on a mask, because somewhere along the way, they were told who they are isn't quite good enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough, not successful enough, and they started to believe it. But what if that's the real lie? You weren't made to blend in. You weren't created to be a copy, a clone, a watered-down version of someone else's highlight reel. You are a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. If God wanted you to be someone else, guess what? He would have made you someone else. But he didn't. He chose you, with your quirks, your strengths, your scars, and your soul. Culture may scream 1,000 definitions of what's beautiful, what's worthy, what's valuable. But the Creator of heaven and earth has already spoken. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139, verse 14. That's not just a poetic verse. That's your identity. That's your origin. That's your truth. But here's what happens. Instead of listening to God's voice, we let the static of the world drown him out. We stare at magazine covers, scrolling timelines, carefully edited filters, and we whisper, "I don't measure up." And in the background, God is whispering louder still, "You are my beloved. I delight in you." But it's hard, isn't it? Because the battle isn't out there. The real war? It's in your mind. It's that inner critic with a megaphone, reminding you of every mistake. You messed up again. You're still addicted. You lost your temper, again. You're too broken to be loved. You begin to wear shame like a second skin. You try harder. You smile wider. But deep inside, you feel off, wrong, unworthy. Let me tell you something radical. You are not a problem to fix. You are a work in progress, lovingly sculpted by the hands of a perfect God. God is not done with you. You're in the middle of the process. Scripture says he transforms us from glory to glory, not from flaw to flaw. And that means right now, yes, right now, you're in a stage of glory. It might not feel like it. You might be in the waiting, in the breaking, in the stretching. But glory is here. Not when you have it all together. Not when you finally arrive. Here. Now. So will you trust the hands that formed you? Will you stop fighting yourself and start agreeing with God? Every day you wake up and speak life over yourself, you're putting on the armor of approval. Not approval from people, but from the one who shaped galaxies and still calls you his child. Start saying, "I like who God made me to be. I'm not perfect, but I'm progressing. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. I'm growing. I'm healing. I'm loved." When you are for yourself, you align with heaven. You reflect the truth of God, and you become a light this dark world desperately needs. So, don't go another day being your own worst enemy. You may have flaws. We all do. But God isn't waiting for perfection. He's calling you beloved, and he's not finished. Chains are breaking. Hearts are mending. Purpose is rising. God is still shaping you, still forming you, still calling you upward. So today, walk tall. Not in pride, but in peace. You are who God says you are. And that changes everything.